gift show where we are always lit and always going to have a great day. And so today I'm here with a very special guest, Pastor Eric Soey. Come on, y'all. Give it up for Pastor Eric Soey.
Liddy lit show.
Liddy lit.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Well, we're glad to have you today. We're going to be playing a game. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a series of questions for silly words, adjectives, nouns, adverbs, all that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put that all on the cue card, and we're going to act out a dramatic, crazy scene of madness. All right? Are you ready for this? Are y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
Come on, let's go! Okay, give me an adjective.
An adjective, excited.
Pet name.
Pet name. Let's do Charlie.
All right, a nickname for a kid.
A nickname for a kid. Squash.
Squash.
I don't know where that came from.
Squash. Type of profession.
Audio engineer.
Okay. I'm sorry we're providing the cue cards that he's making it. What would you shout if you stubbed your toe?
Mamma mia.
Give me a number.
A number, let's do 336.
Give me a made-up fact about chickens.
A made-up fact about chickens. That chickens sing opera.
2 words that rhyme.
2 words that rhyme. Shoe and boo.
Shoe is boo.
Yeah.
Thinking about your boo?
I'm thinking about my boo.
Shout out to Gabby.
Shout out to Gabby.
All right. Type of food.
Type of food, spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Where's
Type of drink.
Where's your favorite spaghetti spot?
It's like homemade spaghetti.
Homemade spaghetti?
Yeah, I don't have a favorite spaghetti spot.
Type of drink. Let's go with Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. A verb ending in ing.
Pontificating.
Whoa.
Is that a verb? Is that an adjective?
I was not expecting that. I was like, okay, next. No,
Is that even a word? I don't even know. Is that a word? Fact
Language
check.
of origin,
Fact
please. Advice that you would give to a shy teenager.
Advice that I would give to a shy teenager. Just do it. I see a Nike bag in the corner. Just do it.
Just do
Just
it.
do it.
Okay.
Okay, you're shy. Just do it. Go for it. Nike.
Just do it. Okay. Body part.
Body part. Hey, little toe.
Little toe.
Let's keep it consistent.
Okay. Object.
Object. Samurai sword.
Samurai sword.
Sword. Okay.
Plural noun.
A plural noun. Kitchens.
Wait. What?
Kitchens.
Not kittens. Kitchens.
No, kitchens.
All right. Plural animals.
Plural animals. Zebras.
Zebras. What would you say if you found out you got an A+ on your chemistry test?
If I got an A, boom.
Boom! That's it!
Boom. Easy classic response.
Mr.
Boom.
Eric Soey, you have an A on your chemistry test. Boom!
Boom.
Right, give me a color.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
It's a good color. 3.
Fuchsia. Another profession.
Another profession. Chemistry teacher.
Chemistry teacher. All right, another body part.
Another body
That
part.
was split.
Ooh, okay. Let's do left eyelid. Super specific. This one.
All right, a verb.
A verb. Swimming.
Swimming. Okay. Swimming. You ready to perform the scene?
I'm ready. Let's
All right.
do this.
Sorry to the cue card guys who are writing this scene, but this is about to be absolutely ridiculous.
Let's go.
So we'll take you guys out.
I love Christmas. It's the most exciting time of year. Hey, what's wrong?
There's something I have to tell you, Charlie.
What is it? Squash? I'm your brother and your best audio engineer. You can tell me anything.
Well, this isn't easy for me to say, but here it goes. I don't believe in Santa Claus.
Mamma mia!
Hey! I understand why you would act that way. We've been writing Santa Claus letters for 336 days.
This is more shocking than when I found out chickens sing opera. What made you stop believing?
Listen, all I wanted for Christmas was the most popular toy everyone had. The Shoe Boo. I left Santa a plate of spaghetti and a glass of Arnold Palmer, but on Christmas morning, there was nothing under the tree. So I ran into my room and I started pontificating.
Little bro, I'm telling you, the same thing Dad used to tell me every night before bed.
What's that?
Just do it. Just do it.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Look, all you have to do is look deep within your little toe. You remember, Dad used to say that as well. You gotta look for the holiday spirit. Come on, man. You can do it.
You're right, brother. The holidays are magical. Decorating the Christmas samurai sword, hanging the kitchens on the mantle, and spending time with all of my zebras. I believe again, there is a Santa Claus.
Boom!
You know the best part about believing in Santa is getting to sing my favorite song with you.
You sure you don't want to do it by yourself? What is the song?
Rudolph, the fuchsia chemistry teacher.
Man, that's my favorite song. Let's sing it.
Let's sing it together.
Rudolph, the fuchsia chemistry teacher, had a very shiny left eyelid. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it swam. Wow. That was absolutely amazing. Guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's up, Shoreline City Youth? Welcome to another week of our Presence Over Everything series. I've loved this series so far because why? We want to raise up Christ-like leaders who make it on earth as it is in heaven, which is you, which is me, which is all of us. We're on this journey together, and we want to seek God's presence over everything, right? But as I was thinking about this, I'll be honest with you. When you hear the word or say the word everything, there's a couple of things that kind of come to my mind. You know those things that just like, you know you have yet to kind of surrender to God because it's everything. God's presence over everything. But what are the things that I really like? Like sleep. I mean, let's be honest for a second, okay? I don't want to have a sermon here where we're just ignoring the obvious. There are some things that are hard to give up over God, right? So like think about, you set your alarm, you go to church on Sunday and you think, oh man, I'm so excited to go to church, or I'm so excited to wake up Monday morning after church and do my Bible time. So I set my alarm, but then I wake up in the morning, I hear that alarm go off, and I'm like, man, presence of God or sleep. And sometimes it's really tempting to choose sleep. I'm not going to lie. So I'm on this journey, you're on this journey, we're all on this journey together to choose God's presence over everything. And so I was thinking about this, okay? I was thinking, what would make this so much easier? What would make it easier to wake up early every single morning, get in that Bible time? It would make it easier if I had a personal trainer. Maybe for sports, you've had a personal trainer, that helps you, your coach, okay? Think of your coach. Maybe you have a coach next to you 24/7. You would never make a mistake, right? You would always work super hard. You would always wake up early. You would always eat the right thing, your diet to make sure you're good at football or whatever it is, that would really help to have that personal trainer by your side. As I was thinking about that and I was praying about it, and I was like, God, could I just get a personal trainer, And he was like, Lexi, hello, I'm your personal trainer. Because God's with us all the time, right? God is with me 24/7, no matter where I am at. He is a 360 God, okay? This is our title for today's message, is 360. He's a 360 degree God. What does that mean? Okay, I'm gonna turn over here. What that means is he's not from here to here. He's not just in this part of my life. He doesn't just see this part of my life. He sees every part of my life, 360 degrees. Did that work, Joe? Okay, cool. He sees the 360 degrees of your life and of my life. He's with us everywhere we go. And so there's a scripture I want to read really quick to prove it to you. Psalm 139, verses 7 through 10, it says this: I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. If I go up to heaven, you're there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning, if I dwell by the farthest oceans, even there, your hand will guide me and your strength will support me. If I go to school, let's say you graduate and you go to college in another country, God is still there. His presence is still there. If you go to your friend's house who's on the other side of Dallas or on the other side of whatever city or state you're in, God's presence is there. If you're going to your hideout spot that no one knows about except for you, God's presence is still there. God's presence is with us no matter where we are. And so I wanted to ask you this question because God asked me this question. He asked me, where are you trying to hide from me? Where are you trying to hide from God? Where is it? Maybe there's two different ways to hide from God. I want to read this to you. You can either try and hide from God and go somewhere to try and get away from him, or you can go somewhere and try and get away from God and think that God is then trying to get away from you. Maybe you're doing a certain thing. Maybe it's with your girlfriend or your boyfriend and you think God would never be in my presence during that time, or when you're with certain friends, or maybe you're trying to get away from God in those moments. Is it when you spend hours upon hours? I've been there, y'all, on TikTok or on social media, on Instagram, or maybe hours upon hours playing video games. Are you trying to get away from God in those moments? Maybe it's self-harming. Maybe that's you trying to get away from God. Let's get real. Maybe it's when you even look at yourself in the mirror and you're trying to get away from God in those moments. Maybe it's when you get mad at your siblings. I don't know. Think about your story, though. Think about your story. Where are those moments that you're trying to get away from God's presence? When you think of that word everything, presence over everything, you think of God being 360, not 180, 360. What's that degree that you have yet to surrender over to him? Because that's the degree that he wants in your life and in my life. And so I have a sister. Her name's Kylie. She's the cutest kid in the entire world. She's not even a kid anymore. She's 17 years old, okay? I remember she was the smartest kid growing up. She was the one that would build all the jars to make it up to, or build all of this fort thing to make it up to the cookie jar, whatever. She was hilarious and super smart, and she still is. But the other day, she FaceTimed me, and she had this proud smile on her face, and she said, "Hey, Lexi, I wanted to show you something that I did." And she actually then proceeded to show me a TikTok that she made. And I was not impressed at first. So I was like, okay, a TikTok, cool. But then she showed me this TikTok, and it was a challenge. And this challenge was to give up social media, all forms of social media, for 6 months. No exaggeration. 6 months. And so in the video, in the TikTok, she deleted all of her apps. And I looked at her and I was like, "Kylie, 6 months you're gonna do this?" And she was like, "Yeah. You know, I'm tired of not getting enough sleep. I'm tired of not reading my Bible anymore. I'm tired of not being better in cheer," because she's a cheerleader and she's a bomb cheerleader. "I'm tired of not being able to do X, Y, Z." And so she said, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it up for 6 months. Y'all, it's only been a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks or something, but I hit her up the other day and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And she said, "It was going amazing." And she kept going. She was even so excited. She's been getting more sleep. She's been doing all these things that she's been wanting to do. And so don't hear me telling you that I'm telling you to get off of social media for 6 months, because that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, what's that one thing? What's that 1 degree that you are trying to hide from God's presence, but you know he's a 360 God. You know he's in every part of your life. You know he's already there whenever XYZ is happening, but you don't want him to be, and you're trying to hide away from his presence. What is that part? Because my practical step for you would be not that you have to give it up for 6 months, but maybe to give it up for a day. Maybe see what happens that one day or 1 week. Maybe you stop listening to certain music. Maybe you decide for 1 week, I'm going to listen to worship music. Maybe you decide for 1 week, I am not going to get on social media. For 1 week, I am going to make myself get along with my siblings. For 1 week, I'm going to get up early and I'm going to read my Bible. I don't know what it is, but I bet you know. I bet you know. And then that's step number 1 is to write it down. What's that thing that God wants you to surrender over? That degree, that one thing that you want to put under his presence. You want his presence to be over this. Write it down. Number 2, decide how long you're going to go without it. And then number 3, get an accountability partner. Get someone in your life, your parent, your friend, whoever. Maybe it's a friend you do a challenge with. You say, hey, let's take on this challenge. Let's do it together. And I promise you that will change your life. My last point is, what if we laid everything down and pursued his presence over everything? What if we did? What if we literally laid everything down at his feet? I bet you would actually find the satisfaction that you're longing for. I bet you would actually look in the mirror and love yourself. I bet you would actually have more joy. I bet you would actually feel closer to God and your family and friends more than you ever have before. And so that's my challenge to you. Let God be in the 360 part of your life. Surrender it over. He's already there. So surrender over every part and let his presence be over everything. Love you so much.
Wow, what an incredible message by Lexi. I was absolutely encouraged, and I hope you were encouraged and challenged to put God in the 360 view of everything that you walk through. And I'm excited to see what God does in and through us. Look, here at Shoreline City, we don't do life alone. We want you to grow spiritually, but also relationally. So we want you to text at YTHSC to 81010. And tomorrow, on Monday, one of our leaders is going to text you and challenge you to message us with one takeaway that you got from Lexi's message. And listen, the first person that texts back with a takeaway will get an Amazon package straight to your door. And listen, we want you guys to follow us on Instagram as well, at Shoreline City Youth. We have amazing content that we put up, many funny moments, and we want you guys to stay connected with us. And last thing, we have a gathering. Yes, we do. On December 23rd, we have a gathering at the American Airlines Center. Get your tickets because the information is right here below. And we won't have a youth service because we're all coming together as a church family and gonna have a ton of fun. Shoreline City, I love you so much, and I will see you next week.